Good morning students. In the next video of biology students, as you all know that we have already started the chapter number 1, and in the previous video we have studied about the diffusion and the osmosis. Diffusion and osmosis is the process in which the concentration higher moves towards the lower concentration. In diffusion, directly through the higher to the lower concentration, and in the osmosis, higher to the lower through the semi-permeable membrane. Now we will study about the active transport. So plants absorb minerals by the process of active transport. So generally minerals are absorbed by the process of the active transport. In this process, mineral enter the root even if the concentration is higher inside the root than in the soil. So active transport is opposite of the diffusion and the osmosis. And for this process, we need an active transport system because unlike diffusion osmosis, it requires plant to expand or to need energy to do the active transportation. So carrier proteins are found in the cell membranes which help in the absorption of minerals from the cytoplasm. So concentration of mineral is even higher inside the root. So from the outside, it take the minerals inside through expanding the energy. So in the diagram you can see this is a higher concentration of mineral inside the root, and this is the cell wall. These are the carrier protein which help in the active transportation. Here outside the minerals are less, so energy is required, and from this active carrier protein, the minerals from the lower concentration move toward the higher concentration. Now we will study about the vascular system of the plant. Vascular system of the plant is mainly the transport system of the plants because plant need water, minerals and the food. As in the human beings or the mammals, we have the blood transportation system, but in plants we have a vascular system which includes the xylem and the phloem. So before starting this topic, let's discuss what is translocation of the food. The movement of food from the leaves to the other part of the plant where it is utilized or stored is called the translocation of the food. As you all know that food is prepared in the green leaves of the plants, generally in the presence of sunlight with the help of the pigment which is green in color, that is chlorophyll. And that food which is produced in the leaves, which is also known as the kitchen of the plant, move toward the different parts of the plant and the places where it can be stored. It is known as the translocation of the food. So xylem and phloem lie together and make the vascular bundle. So in the diagram you can see this is the stem where the phloem, that is on the outside of this layer, and this is cambium. Cambium is the lateral meristem tissue, and this is the xylem which present inside the stem. So main purpose of the xylem is to transport water and minerals, and the main purpose of the phloem is to provide food to the different parts of the plant body. So students, first of all, I am going to teach you about the xylem. So main purpose of the xylem is to transport water and the minerals from the roots to the different parts of the plant. So it is divided into 4 parts. First one is tracheids, second one is vessels, third one is xylem parenchyma, and fourth one is the xylem fibers. So we will study one by one. First of all, we will discuss in the diagram. So this is a longitudinal section of the xylem. So this is the xylem parenchyma. These are the tracheids. These are the pits present in the plant stem which provide nutrients to the upside and the side walls of the stem, and these are the vessels. So tracheids. Tracheids are the elongated tubular cells with the tapering ends, and in these cells or the tissues, thick lignified wall is present which make it give thickness to the tracheids. They are dead cells with the empty cavities. They have the empty cavities inside them, and these cells have the pits in their end walls and the side walls. The pits which are present in the end wall of the tracheids provide water to the upside, means from the root to the upside of the plant, and the side wall pits provide food and water and minerals to the side wall of the stems. So the xylem mostly transport water from root to the whole plant or the shoot system. So the pits which are present in the tracheids provide water from end walls, means the pits which are present in the end wall provide water from lower part to the upper side, and the pits which are present in the side wall provide water to the sides of the stem. Next, second part is the vessels. From the name itself, it is clear that these are the tube-like structures. They are dead elongated cells, and there also lignified wall is present. That lignified wall is the reason for the deadness of that vessels. Vessels are made up of cells called the vessel element, and they are arranged one to one or end to end to make a tube-like structure. And through these tubes, water and minerals are transported to the different part of the plant. And main function of the vessels is to conduct water sidewise, means sides of the plant. Xylem is present in the inside of the stem, and the phloem is present in the outer layer of the stem, means xylem is present in the inner layer of the stem here, and the phloem is present in the outer side of the xylem. Then third one is the xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma is the only tissues in the xylem which are living, which have the living cells, and they also conduct water side by side. So function of the vessels and xylem is same only. It also provide water to and minerals to the side walls. It also provide waters to the side walls or the sideways, but these are the dead cells, and the xylem parenchyma is the living cells. Next, fourth one is the xylem fibers. So made up of the dead sclerenchyma, and it provides the mechanical strength to the tissue, means it gives the strengthening to the xylem tissues. Now we will discuss about the phloem. The main function of the phloem is to conduct food, and unlike xylem provide food from root to the plants, but phloem provide food from root to top and from top to bottom, and also to the sides of the stems also, means it provide food to the all parts of the body, because leaf can be present in the upper side also, lower side. Wherever leaf produce the food, it conduct the food from leaves to the different parts of the body, whether to the root side, branches, and wherever the food is to be transported. So it is divided into four parts. First one is the sieve tube, second one is the companion cell, third one is the phloem parenchyma, and fourth one is the phloem fibers. So first we will discuss about the sieve cell tubes. These are the cylinder elongated tube-like cells. From name itself it is clear that now it is placed end to end, and these are the living cells without nuclei. The walls of the sieve tubes have the pore-like structure which look like sieve, so that it is called the sieve plates. And tubes have the lining of cytoplasm. Through their pores create a channel between adjacent cells. So sieve tubes have the channels so that it can be transported to side walls also. Through this channel only food transport between cells and then the other part of the plant. Next one is the companion cell. From name itself it is clear that it gives company to the sieve tubes. They are found beside the sieve tubes and connected to sieve tubes through the small pores, and they have thin and wall, but they have the dense cytoplasm along with the elongated nuclei. And the main function of the companion cell is to assist the sieve tubes in the conduction of the food, and it is present in the all type of close-seeded plants. Close-seeded plants are the plants in which seed is enclosed inside the fruit until it matures. Then third one is the phloem parenchyma. Unlike in the xylem parenchyma, phloem parenchyma is also made up of the living parenchyma cells, and the main function of parenchyma cell is the storage of food and the conduction of the food. It is absent in the monocot plants. Monocot plants means which have the single cotyledon. Then fourth one is the phloem fiber. It is also made up of the dead cells or the dead sclerenchyma cells, and main function of the phloem fiber is to give the mechanical support to the phloem tissue. And a phloem fiber is also known as the bast fibers, which are present in the flax, jute, hemp also. In the process of retting, we can take the jute fibers or the flax fibers from them. So now we will discuss in the diagram also. So this is the diagram of the phloem cells. You can see these are the sieve tubes. These are the companion cells and they are joined end to end, and these are the sieve like structure or sieve plates from where food is conducted to the different parts of the plant.